Youri, Phil McNulty, BBC Sport. Ahead of a game like this tomorrow, how much confidence does it give you to have a manager like Unai Emery, who is so experienced and successful in European competition, leading you into this game?
Yeah, a lot of confidence. Obviously, he knows what it is to be at this stage of the competition, so he's got a plan in place, and we're just ready to play the game tomorrow.
Bonsoir en français. In French? Question.
Yeah, you can take the question in French, but you'll answer in English.
Quand vous avez su que vous alliez tomber sur le Paris Saint-Germain après la qualification contre Liverpool et notamment après les matchs contre Manchester City, vous vous êtes dit quoi avec les joueurs dans le vestiaire? Merci.
Well, obviously we're happy in a way that it's a good team to play against. Either Paris Saint-Germain or Liverpool were two tough opponents to play against. So now at this stage of the competition, we're just here to play games, hopefully win them, and we're only going to face tough opponents. So we have to be ready and at the level of the competition.
Bonjour, en français aussi. À quel type d'accueil vous vous attendez pour Emiliano Martinez, qui, on le sait, est un peu fâché avec le public français depuis la dernière Coupe du Monde?
I don't know, to be honest, I don't really care. I'm just here to play the game, and whatever happens with Emi, as long as it stays respectfully in football terms, then I don't mind.
Bonjour Youri, tu es souvent vu comme un relais entre la défense et l'attaque. Quel équilibre essaies-tu de garder face à une équipe ultra-offensive comme le PSG? Dunia Mesli pour ATS. Merci.
Well, I always try and, obviously with the plan that the managers put in place to, like you said there, to relay between defense and attack, especially when we have the ball, to try and help as much as I can in the build-up play and to put my teammates in forward position, try to put them as comfortable as possible in the attacking areas. But like you said there, Paris Saint-Germain are a very offensive team, and it's going to be very hard to do that tomorrow, and we're going to have to find the right spaces at the right time to hopefully get a good game, and for myself to pick up the spaces.
Graham?
Youri, I don't know if you noticed, but Emmy was wearing some rather natty headgear on his way out here. Seemed to have a French cockerel on it and a badge with some Argentine trophies on it. Does that suggest that he's quite relaxed about taking the heat from the fans tomorrow?
Yeah, I've got no idea, to be honest. I don't know, that's probably his style, but the only thing I can say is that he's ready for the game tomorrow, and he's not spoken any differently than for any other game. So yeah, I think he's focused and he's looking forward to it.
Bonjour Youri, Benjamin Corrès pour le Parisien. Tu joues depuis 2 ans avec Lucas Digne, qui a retrouvé une place de titulaire plus régulièrement en équipe de France depuis quelques mois. Qu'est-ce que tu peux nous dire sur lui, sur l'impact qu'il a dans cette équipe d'Aston Villa? Merci.
Well, I think Lucas has, since my time here, he's been really good. He's been very consistent. He's had to work his way into the team, into the system, and he's done it brilliantly, especially the last year or so, where he's been the first choice left back for the manager, and he's been playing really good. Coming back into the national team, I think he's very proud of that as well, to have worked his way back into the team. With all the talent that you have in France, I think it's credit to him and his hard work.
Youri, you've still got 3 competitions in which you're going so well. How pleased are you with the form currently and at this vital point of the season?
Well, very pleased. Obviously, you always want to do well, especially at the latter stages in the season. You want to be here and fighting for trophies. That's the ambition always. But you have to look at the process that we've gone through, especially since I'm here. I think we've only gone upwards, and even though you've always got that dip in the season, I think we've come out of that really well, and now we're just ready for the end of this season and to finish as strongly as possible, hopefully.
Cool. Dan?
Youri, you've talked about the journey and the experience. Can you just talk to me about the growth from this time last year? Because when you were in the semi-finals of the Conference League, competing for a top four, since then, this January, you've added to the squad the likes of Marcus and Marco. So what's the difference amongst the group as you have another European quarter-final?
Yeah, I think obviously the main difference is the competition that we're playing in. Obviously going from the Conference League to the Champions League is a big step up, but in this stage of the competition, I think every team is really good, and the fact that we could add some of the players that you mentioned, some quality players, it's credit to the club to have recruited those players, but also credit to the players when they came in to be hitting that form straight away. I think it helps us massively.
John?
Youri, very often it's said that even the very best clubs need to have season after season after season of experience in this competition to really make an impact. So how can it be that you could do this in your very first season in this competition?
I think it's just a case of performing at the right moment. We have some players with a lot of experience, and I think you can tell in the way that we're playing in this competition, especially against some of the biggest teams that we've been playing against. I don't need to mention names that we've been playing against, but I think some of the results we've had in these competitions were really good. But the way that we played and that we adapted ourselves to the competition was brilliant. But I think the main thing is our focus and our mentality going into games, knowing that we can do something here, but also knowing that we have tough opponents against us. So we're always ready, we're prepared, and we just want to give our best for ourselves.
Youri, what has Marco brought to the team? Obviously, he feels like he brings an aura to the group, and obviously a strange one for him coming back to PSG.
Yeah, probably a strange one, because you can never predict in advance that you're gonna face your own team, really. I think he's been, like I said, brilliant since he came in. He's worked really hard. You can see on the pitch he's making efforts for the team defensively, and then offensively speaking, you can just see his class whenever he touches the ball. I remember his first cameo at Villa Park. I think it was just brilliant. He just glided through some of the midfielders that he came up against, and I like him a lot because he works very hard for the team. He's someone that takes responsibility with the ball as well. He tries to pick up spaces that, for me, is really good, because I can pass him the ball in forward areas, and then off the pitch he's just a really calm, really good guy, and works hard.
Okay, Matt?
Do you think that's an underrated element of his game, Youri, the work rate?
Yeah, probably, because when you look at him, you don't think that he's a hard worker in that sense, where he's probably more so a ball player, but off the ball he does his job really good, and that's what we need from every player.
Youri, vous avez retrouvé Boubacar Kamara au milieu de terrain. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous parler un petit peu du duo que vous formez et de la complémentarité que vous avez depuis votre arrivée?
Yeah, Bouba is a very good player. Obviously, very easy to play with. For me to play next to him we understand each other very well. The system is there for us as well to understand each other, and he's a guy that can pick up balls and make the team play, but also can break up play as easily. So, like I said, it's a joy to play with and very easy.
And last one at the back there.
Bonjour Youri, Achille pour BFM. Comment expliquez-vous l'intégration ultra rapide de Asensio? Est-ce que vous l'avez aidé? Il s'intègre très très bien et il a de très très belles performances depuis son arrivée. Pour autant, ça fait très peu de temps qu'il est là.
Yeah, like I just said to one of your colleagues, he's been really good since he came in. He's been working really hard on the pitch, and he's just fit into the team really well. I think the system suits him as well to play of the striker as a number 10 and to be able to be free around the striker and pick up spaces, and we can fight him through the line. So he's a really good player.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.